and welcome to a new video. Today, we want to show you how to defibrillate or cardiovert using the Corpulse One with the shock paddles. If you have smaller patients of up to 5 kilos, you can treat them with the baby electrode adapters. Andy, would you like to briefly show us the function test?
Sure. To remove the shock paddles to do the visual inspection, press the 2 release buttons. Now they can be moved forward. Check the cable for any damage. Make sure there are no contaminants on the outside and that there are no deep scratches on the surface. Ben, can you please do the same for the adapters for the shock paddles?
Sure, Andy. They look good.
Thank you. By pressing the shock paddle buttons, you hear a sound. Now, for Ben to continue the function test, I will switch to manual mode. To do this, press the defib key twice.
Wrong therapy electrodes.
This warning can be ignored. It only applies to the AED mode. Now confirm by pressing OK.
Now the actual shock paddles function test takes place. To do this, we bring the 2 contact surfaces together. Now we can adjust the energy using the shock paddle buttons. With the green button, we reduce the energy. With the red button, we increase it again. When we separate the contact surfaces, we can now start the defibrillator's charging process by pressing one of the 2 buttons. Once this is reached, we hear it through the signal tone. Andy has now stopped the defibrillation because the actual test shock must not be applied through the paddles, but separately into the test box. If we want to use the adapters for the shock paddles, they must be tested before every use. The special thing about the adapters is that the set energy is automatically reduced on the device to 1/10. To do the test, we attach the adapters. They should audibly click into place. Next, we bring the 2 contact surfaces together. We load the energy with one of the 2 shock paddle buttons and release it by pressing both buttons. When releasing, a red light should light up on both sides, and the display should show the delivered shock.
We are now obviously in a training situation in which we want to defibrillate the patient asynchronously. We have prepared the patient for this. The upper body is exposed. We have made sure that the skin is dry and that any excessive hair has been removed. We also have applied a monitoring ECG. The shock paddles are connected to the Therapy Master cable and the device, and we are in manual mode. We showed you at the start of the video how to switch from monitoring mode to manual mode. Depending on the configuration by the operator, it may be necessary to enter a PIN when switching. It is also possible that the device starts in manual mode already. We have also shown you how to select the energy via the shock paddles. Ben will now quickly show you how we can also adjust the energy on the device itself.
To select the energy on the device, press the soft key, Energy. Now you have 2 options. First, you can adjust the energy using the arrow keys, and then confirm with OK. Or you can press Energy a second time and select a preset energy.
Ben will now show us manual defibrillation. For this, an adequate amount of electrode gel is applied. It is always important to ensure that enough gel is carried with you. The desired energy can now be provided with a simple press of the shock paddle button.
I'm charging.
Now Ben is making sure that enough pressure, usually about 8 kilograms, is applied.
I'm delivering the shock in 3, 2, 1, shock.
He can trigger the shock by pressing both shock paddle buttons.
The procedure for cardioversion is almost identical. It is only important to make sure that the shock delivery is synchronized. To successfully deliver a shock, it is important that the impedance is neither too high nor too low. You can see this in the therapy field under the dual display. Possible causes for low impedance could be a sweaty or wet chest. Make sure to dry it off. It is also possible that too much electrode gel has been used. When using electrode gel, make sure that no gel bridges are formed.
If a high impedance is displayed, excessive body hair or contaminated skin could be the cause. Check also that enough electrode gel has been used. Also, if not enough pressure is applied, a high impedance may be displayed.
If you have any questions about manual defibrillation with the shock paddles, please make sure to consult the user manual, current guidelines, or your local protocols. Otherwise, feel free to leave a like if you liked the video. Hit the bell, leave comments below, and we'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.